Welcome to Bible Logos. My name is David DeLuz, and I'm your broadcast host. Today, I'm excited to introduce part one of the message, Distractions, hashtag Leave It at the Door, hashtag Strongholds. Please make sure to like and share this message on social media with your friends and family. All right, here it is, part one of Distractions, hashtag Leave It at the Door, hashtag Strongholds.
As you stand to your feet and turn with me to 2 Corinthians, the 10th chapter, commencing with verse 3. I'm going to be reading King James of the Bible. If you can stand in the presence of the Lord, let us stand for the reading. If you haven't said amen. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war against the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds, and casting down imaginations, and some scripture says arguments, and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. You may be seated. I want to highlight that text, put it back up there for just 1 second. Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of God. I want to use for a topic today, distractions. Distractions. There is a man who plays in the NBA. They call him presently the best player in the world. He goes by the name of LeBron James. And he's quoted as saying, "I laugh and I joke, but I don't get distracted very easily." End quote. Henry B. Eyring, who is a part of the Church of Latter-day Saints, says, "We are to learn our duty from the Lord, and then we are to act in all diligence, never being lazy or slothful. The pattern is simple but not easy to follow. We are so easily distracted." End quote. For those of us who travel quite a bit, when you're boarding the plane, you know that if the luggage or your carry-on can't fit in the overhead compartment, or you can't put it in the seat in front of you, the flight attendant will tell you to leave it at the door. When you enter a warm building and you have a big overcoat because it's snowing or raining outside, and you're going into a black tie event or maybe a soiree, and you have a big overcoat on, chances are they're going to tell you to leave your coat at the door. Are you with me? If you're entering a high security facility, in these days and age, the White House, and there's highly sensitive data, and they would rather you not take pictures or Snapchat or record anything, they're going to tell you to leave your phones at the door. If you're in a hotel room and you put "do not disturb" on front of your door, that means whoever or whatever needs to stay on that side of the door. If you're working in a field and it's muddy outside and you're working in mud and your shoes get dirty and your feet get muddy and your clothes get muddy, if you have a clean house on the inside with white carpet or light carpet, chances are when you get to the door, you're going to leave those muddy clothes and boots at the door. What point are you trying to make, Miller? Well, many of us are suffering spiritually, and we continue to experience spiritual malnourishment because we're distracted. We complain that God ain't working it out, that God ain't healing, that God ain't answering prayer. We complain that God ain't showing me favor. We complain that God won't come see about me. We complain that God won't help me get the job. We complain that the church ain't teaching me what I need and the church ain't helping me out. Yet, every time we enter this sacred space for the ultimate worship experience, you walk in here with this extra big bag and carry on of worry, doubt, and frustration that should have been checked at the door. You walk in here with muddy shoes of unforgiveness and bitterness and pettiness that you should have left at the door. You walk in here with that big overcoat of negativity, extra conversation, extra attitude, with zero anticipation of leaving here better than you came, yet you want God to work it out. You want the church to help fix you. You want the praise team to help sing you happy. And you ain't even coming here with the right frame of mind or committed yourself to the process of giving God your undivided attention for 2 hours because you're distracted by mess that should have been left out the door. And it's preventing you from paying attention long enough to get your healing. You can't pay attention long enough to get your breakthrough, to get a spiritual resolution to your prescription or to the heartache, the pain, and your mental anguish that you've been battling for months. And let me go on ahead and drop this in your spirit. There was a sermon that had your answer in it. There was a song that had your healing in it. There was a prayer that had your breakthrough in it. There was a word of encouragement that helped you through that difficult time. But many of us are so preoccupied with things that we should have left at the door that we miss it. We're preoccupied with that iPhone in your hand right now. We're preoccupied with that Samsung S8 that's in your hand or that LG that's in your hand. You're so preoccupied with what's the score of the game. You're so preoccupied with what's going on at the other church. You're preoccupied with what happened when you went out last night. You're preoccupied with why he ain't here or why she ain't here. You're preoccupied with when the next AAU tournament is. You're preoccupied, I wish you helped me in here. You're preoccupied with where the next fraternity or sorority or the Mason meeting is. You're preoccupied with things that have nothing to do with God. That you come in here all to zone out, play on your phone, set up your work schedule for the week, do your homework, talk, look around, look mad, leave early when the enemy is wearing you out.
Welcome back. We're just getting started, but I'm really excited about this word. Tune in tomorrow for part 2 of the message Distractions. Hashtag leave it at the door, hashtag strongholds. And don't forget to like and share this on social media with your friends and family. I'm David DeLuz, and I would like you to remember that the sower sows the word, and therefore it is with the same measure you meet that it shall be measured unto you again.